Alzheimer's often begins with subtle changes that many people overlook, such as forgetting names, misplacing items, struggling to find words, or repeating questions. Recognizing these early signs is important because small adjustments in daily habits, diet, and mindset can make a big difference in supporting memory and overall brain health. In this wellness talk, BarbaraONeill shares simple, natural approaches that older adults can use to maintain sharpness and vitality. By focusing on nourishing foods rich in antioxidants, omega-3s, the brain-boosting vitamins, the body gets the fuel it needs to strengthen memory and delay cognitive decline. Gentle physical activity like walking or stretching keeps circulation flowing, while lifestyle changes such as quality sleep, hydration, and limiting processed foods protect both the body and mind. Just as important is cultivating a positive attitude. Optimism, gratitude, and social connection all contribute to emotional resilience and mental clarity. Staying healthy and youthful is not about extreme routines, but about consistent, small choices that build up over time. This empowering approach encourages older adults to take charge of their well-being, improve memory naturally, and embrace a lifestyle that keeps them energetic, confident, and thriving. Early signs of Alzheimer's are often subtle, and because of this, they can easily be ignored or dismissed as normal parts of aging. One of the most common early indicators is forgetfulness that goes beyond the occasional lapse. Everyone forgets where they left their keys from time to time, but when memory loss starts to interfere with daily activities, it could be a warning sign. Misplacing items regularly, struggling to recall recent conversations, or repeating the same questions are examples of this change. Another sign is difficulty in finding the right words during a conversation. A person might pause frequently, lose their train of thought, or substitute words incorrectly, which makes communication harder. These language difficulties are often brushed aside as simple absent-mindedness, but they can be an early signal of cognitive decline. Disorientation is another early sign. This may show up as losing track of time, dates, or places. For instance, someone may forget what day it is or feel confused in familiar surroundings. At first, these incidents may appear minor, but as they increase in frequency, they disrupt independence and confidence. Similarly, impaired judgment and decision-making can develop early. A person may make unusual choices, such as neglecting hygiene, mishandling finances, or falling for scams that they would have previously recognized as unsafe. These lapses in judgment stem from the brain's gradual decline in processing and evaluating information. Mood and behavior changes can also be early indicators. A once outgoing person may begin withdrawing from social interactions, avoiding hobbies, or showing signs of anxiety and depression. They may become irritable when they cannot follow a conversation or when routines are disrupted. This change is not just emotional, but connected to the neurological impact of Alzheimer's. Alongside mood shifts, individuals may experience decreased motivation, loss of initiative, or a lack of interest in activities they once enjoyed. Another early but overlooked sign is difficulty in completing familiar tasks. For example, a person who has cooked a favorite recipe for years may suddenly forget the steps or become confused by instructions. Managing daily responsibilities like paying bills, driving to a familiar location, or handling household chores may become overwhelming. These functional declines often progress slowly, which is why families sometimes fail to notice them until they become pronounced. Recognizing these early signs is crucial not only for diagnosis, but also for timely lifestyle changes that can help support brain health. While aging naturally affects memory and speed of recall, Alzheimer's presents with consistent patterns of disruption that interfere with everyday life. Being alert to these changes allows families and individuals to seek medical advice sooner, giving them the opportunity to explore natural remedies, dietary adjustments, and exercises that may help maintain cognitive function for longer. Early recognition is the first step in protecting independence, preserving quality of life, and creating a supportive environment that empowers older adults to face the challenges of memory decline with resilience. A nutrient-rich diet plays a central role in supporting memory and cognitive function, especially as the body ages and the brain becomes more vulnerable to decline. What we eat has a direct impact on how the brain processes information, repairs itself, and protects against damage caused by inflammation and oxidative stress. One of the most powerful groups of nutrients for brain health are antioxidants. These are compounds found in colorful fruits and vegetables such as blueberries, spinach, kale, and bell peppers. Antioxidants help neutralize free radicals, which are unstable molecules that damage brain cells over time. By reducing this oxidative stress, antioxidants act like a protective shield, slowing down the aging process of brain tissue and maintaining sharper memory. Another essential element of a brain-supportive diet is omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are abundant in foods like salmon, sardines, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. The brain itself is largely composed of fat, and omega-3s provide the building blocks for cell membranes. They are especially important for maintaining the structure and flexibility of neurons, which are the cells responsible for transmitting signals in the brain. When neurons communicate effectively, memory, focus, and overall cognitive performance improve. In addition, omega-3s reduce inflammation, which is linked to neurodegenerative conditions such as Alzheimer's. Brain-boosting vitamins also have an important role to play. B vitamins, particularly B6, B12, and folate, are crucial for producing neurotransmitters and reducing levels of homocysteine, a compound that, when elevated, increases the risk of cognitive decline. Foods rich in these vitamins include leafy greens, legumes, eggs, and whole grains. Vitamin D, often referred to as the sunshine vitamin, supports mood regulation and memory, and its deficiency has been linked to increased risks of dementia. Incorporating foods such as fortified dairy mushrooms or spending safe time in the sun helps maintain adequate levels. Vitamin E, another antioxidant-rich vitamin found in nuts, seeds, and avocados, protects cell membranes from oxidative damage and supports long-term cognitive health. In addition to these nutrients, hydration and proper fuel are equally vital. The brain depends heavily on glucose for energy, but refined sugars and processed foods cause rapid spikes and crashes that impair memory and concentration. Instead, slow-releasing carbohydrates from foods like oats, sweet potatoes, and quinoa provide steady energy to the brain. Drinking enough water throughout the day is equally important, as even mild dehydration can negatively affect focus and short-term memory. The Mediterranean-style diet has gained recognition for its cognitive benefits, emphasizing fruits, vegetables, whole grains, fish, olive oil, and nuts. This way of eating not only provides the brain with the right nutrients, but also lowers risks of heart disease and stroke, both of which are linked to cognitive decline. On the other hand, heavily processed foods, trans fats, and excessive alcohol accelerate brain aging and memory loss. Choosing natural, whole, nutrient-dense foods builds a strong foundation for sharper thinking and long-lasting mental clarity. Light physical activities such as walking, stretching, or gentle exercises is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to improve circulation and protect brain health. Movement stimulates blood flow, ensuring that oxygen and essential nutrients reach the brain cells efficiently. When circulation is strong, the brain receives the fuel it needs to maintain alertness, process information, and store memories effectively. Regular activity also helps the body release endorphins, natural chemicals that elevate mood and reduce stress, both of which contribute to better cognitive performance. For older adults, incorporating light movement into the daily routine is not about pushing limits, but about keeping the body active enough to maintain energy, flexibility, and mental clarity. Walking, even at a moderate pace, is often described as one of the best exercises for brain health because it is low impact and accessible to most people. A daily walk in the neighborhood or even indoors provides steady cardiovascular stimulation, helping to prevent the stiffening of blood vessels and ensuring consistent blood supply to the brain. Studies have shown that people who walk regularly tend to perform better in memory and attention tasks compared to those who remain sedentary. The rhythmic motion of walking also has a calming effect, lowering cortisol levels and reducing the mental fog that stress can cause. Stretching exercises contribute to brain health by improving flexibility, posture, and circulation. Gentle stretches release tension in the muscles, which often accumulates stiffness from prolonged sitting or lack of movement. When the body feels more relaxed, the mind follows, allowing for improved focus and clearer thinking. Stretching also promotes better sleep by reducing physical discomfort. And quality sleep is essential for memory consolidation and brain repair. Simple stretches in the morning or before bedtime can make a noticeable difference in how the brain functions during the day. Another benefit of light activity is its role in reducing the risk of chronic conditions that directly affect brain health, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and obesity. These conditions restrict proper blood flow and increase inflammation, both of which accelerate cognitive decline. By keeping the body moving, older adults can manage weight, stabilize blood sugar levels, and maintain healthier blood vessels, all of which contribute to stronger memory and reduced risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Unlike strenuous workouts that may cause strain or injury, light activities are sustainable and can be practiced consistently, which is key to long-term benefits. Equally important is the connection between physical activity and neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections and adapt. Light exercise encourages the release of growth factors that support the development of new neurons and synapses. This means that even simple movement can enhance learning, adaptability, and problem-solving skills. For older adults, this provides a sense of empowerment as maintaining brain flexibility helps preserve independence and confidence. Incorporating activities such as walking, stretching, or even light dancing can turn into enjoy daily habits that boost both physical vitality and mental sharpness, proving that gentle movement is one of the most effective natural tools for lifelong brain health. Lifestyle habits such as quality sleep, proper hydration, and reducing processed foods play a vital role in enhancing overall well-being and protecting brain health. Sleep is one of the most underestimated factors in maintaining memory, focus, and emotional stability. During deep sleep, the brain clears out toxins, repairs cells, and consolidates memories, turning daily experiences into long-term knowledge. When sleep is consistently disrupted or shortened, the brain struggles to process information efficiently, leading to forgetfulness, poor decision-making, and mood instability. Older adults, in particular, need to prioritize sleep hygiene by establishing a consistent bedtime routine, limiting caffeine intake, and creating a calm, quiet environment that encourages restful sleep. A full night of quality sleep strengthens cognitive function and boosts the body's ability to handle daily stress. Hydration is equally essential for maintaining clarity of thought and energy. The brain is made up of nearly 3/4 water, and even mild dehydration can impair concentration, memory, and alertness. Many people dismiss fatigue, headaches, or confusion as signs of aging, when in fact they may simply be symptoms of dehydration. Drinking enough water throughout the day ensures that brain cells can communicate effectively, toxins are flushed out of the system, and nutrients are transported efficiently. Older adults often experience a reduced sense of thirst, so it is especially important to be mindful about drinking water regularly rather than waiting until thirst appears. Including hydrating foods such as cucumbers, oranges, and watermelon can also help maintain proper fluid balance and support overall vitality. Another critical lifestyle factor is limiting processed foods, highly refined products, sugary snacks, fried foods, and packaged meals often contain trans fats, excessive salt, and additives that damage brain cells and increase inflammation in the body. These foods not only contribute to weight gain and heart disease, but also accelerate memory decline by restricting healthy blood flow to the brain. Processed foods create sharp spikes and crashes in blood sugar levels, leaving the brain starved of consistent fuel. Over time, this can impair focus, slow down learning, and raise the risk of developing conditions such as Alzheimer's. Replacing processed foods with whole, natural options like fresh vegetables, fruits, legumes, lean proteins, and whole grains supplies the body with steady energy and vital nutrients that nourish both body and mind. Small lifestyle changes made consistently can have a remarkable impact on daily health. Choosing to sleep an extra hour instead of scrolling late at night, keeping a glass of water nearby to sip throughout the day, or swapping packaged snacks for a handful of nuts are examples of simple steps that protect long-term brain health. These habits not only enhance memory and concentration, but also contribute to greater energy levels, improved mood, and a stronger immune system. When older adults take control of these everyday choices, they build resilience against age, related decline, and create a foundation for a healthier, more vibrant life. A positive mindset with gratitude, optimism, and social connection plays a powerful role in strengthening emotional resilience and mental clarity. The way we think and the outlook we hold shape how the brain functions, how the body reacts to stress, and how we approach daily challenges. Gratitude, for example, has been shown to reduce stress hormones and increase the release of dopamine and serotonin, the brain's natural mood stabilizers. When practiced regularly, gratitude not only improves emotional well-being, but also enhances memory and focus. Simply reflecting on positive aspects of life, writing in a gratitude journal, or expressing appreciation to others can shift the brain's wiring toward more optimistic patterns that support long-term cognitive health. Optimism works hand in hand with gratitude by creating a forward-looking mindset. People who maintain an optimistic outlook tend to recover from setbacks faster, experience lower levels of anxiety, and show greater resilience against age-related decline. Optimism stimulates motivation, which encourages healthy habits like exercising, eating nutritious meals, and staying socially active. The belief that one's actions can make a difference empowers individuals to maintain routines that protect both the body and brain. Even in later years, an optimistic mindset can spark curiosity, creativity, and enthusiasm, all of which strengthen mental flexibility and memory. Social connection is another vital component of a positive mindset, and it plays a unique role in brain health. Engaging in meaningful conversations, sharing experiences, and building supportive relationships stimulate multiple areas of the brain. These interactions act as a natural workout for memory, language, and emotional regulation. Loneliness, by contrast, is linked to higher risks of depression, stress, and cognitive decline. When older adults maintain social ties, whether through family gatherings, community activities, or even light-hearted chats with friends, they are less likely to experience memory loss and more likely to enjoy mental clarity. Human interaction fosters a sense of belonging and purpose, both of which protect against feelings of isolation and hopelessness. Emotional resilience is the result of combining gratitude, optimism, and connection. When faced with challenges, resilient individuals are better equipped to manage stress and adapt to change without becoming overwhelmed. This stability reduces the harmful effects of chronic stress, which is known to damage neurons and impair memory. A resilient mindset allows people to find meaning in adversity and maintain clarity even during difficult times. Practices such as mindfulness, prayer, or meditation can enhance this resilience by training the mind to focus on the present moment and let go of unnecessary worry. Mental clarity thrives when positivity becomes a daily practice. Instead of being clouded by negative thinking or constant worry, the brain operates more efficiently when nurtured by uplifting emotions and supportive connections. Older adults who choose to focus on gratitude, embrace optimism, and engage socially create a mental environment that protects memory, sharpens focus, and nurtures overall well-being. These simple yet powerful habits prove that a healthy mindset is just as important as diet and exercise in maintaining a youthful, energetic, and resilient life.